So last time Obito died. That's pretty much the entire episode because there was so much flashback that literally all that happened was that Obito crumbled away and died. But not before telling Naruto that he better become Hokage. After Obito crumbles to dust on the floor, finally he's dead. It's been like forever that he's been like surviving somehow on whatever energy that he had left, but he is dead finally. And then Black Zetsu takes this moment to trash talk Obito, and Naruto makes his famous statement saying that Obito is nothing but awesome. Now, it is better than him saying that he's the coolest guy ever, but, you know, still saying, like, Obito is nothing less than awesome. It's like, well, you know, he did kill everybody, he killed your family, he killed, like, Neji, and killed so many shinobi that it's like, how is he awesome? I know he's awesome for becoming good again, from coming out of that darkness and becoming a good person and like redeeming himself, but you can't ignore his past. But Naruto jumps up into the air and just slices Kaguya's arm off. Now I don't know how he did this because it seemed like no matter what, like when Sasuke attacked with using his Rinnegan ability, that Kaguya always like was able to dodge it. Like she was super fast, just able to dodge it no matter what. But Naruto just jumps up and slices her arm off like it was nothing. Like it was the easiest thing he's ever done. And it's like, could he not have done this before? This is the part that everybody has a problem with. And it's that we're not done with Obito. He's in Purgatory, Chakra World, or whatever, with Rin. And he says, I gotta go help Kakashi. And he basically teleports himself out of the afterlife and into Kakashi's body. Now, the only way I trick myself into believing that this is completely okay and that there's nothing wrong with it is that I noticed every Sharingan, every Mangekyo Sharingan has its own unique ability. Itachi's had the Tsukiyomi. Shisui had the that where he could manipulate somebody without them even knowing about it, pretty much. Like, each one had its own unique ability. Sasuke's, he was able to manipulate the Amaterasu to a different extent. Like, he actually can control the flames. Madara's, I don't really know what Madara's was, but that's besides the point. Obito's was he could actually take his body into different dimensions. Now, it wasn't like other people's dimensions or whatever. He was able to get into Kaguya's dimensions only because she would open up a portal into it. He can only do it his own dimension. But now he's in Purgatory, and he's able to use his ability to exit that area into the real world again through chakra. They said chakra connects all the worlds. Which is like, it makes you think, is Purgatory, is the afterlife in the Naruto story, is it a dimension and not like its own thing? Like, I don't know how to explain with the dimensions and everything, but it's like, he teleported out of the Purgatory dimension into the actual world, or the actual dimension. And it's like, okay, well, his ability is able to do that. He has both of his eyes, so it's more potent. And he's dead, so it's like he has the purest form of chakra, pretty much, because he's not... They always said, like, it was the purest form whenever they're dead. So he's able to do that, and he is chakra now. Like, when he's dead, all that's left of him is chakra, and that's what comes out of the ground. Now, I think he could have come out of anywhere, honestly, and I think they chose to have him come out of his ashes, just so you know that it's him, that you know that it's, like, more symbolic, like, okay, he's coming back from the dead, and not, like, just out of thin air and coming into Kakashi. I think the one thing, though, that people don't know. A lot of people don't know this, and let me share this information with all you out there. The story of Naruto is fiction. Naruto isn't real. This is animated. It's not live action. It's not based on a true story. So, it being an animated show and fiction is basically anything can happen. You can do anything you want, and it could be okay. I know you have to follow the parameters of the story and the rules that you set up, but you can always make up more rules, more different things that happen because it's fiction. Anything can happen. And that's just the way it is. And people don't understand it. It's like, no, he can't do that. Obito can't come back from the the ashes like that because blah blah blah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a cartoon. I mean, not cartoon. It's an anime, but it's like, you know, anything can happen in an anime. It's like, what do you expect? Like, it to follow like realistic? Like, oh, people can't come back from the dead. We had freaking reanimated Shinobi. Okay, if that's not fictional enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, he possesses Kakashi and gives Kakashi the Sharingan. Now, it's not like he has brand new eyes. It's basically Obito is semi-possessing Kakashi. Possessing him to the extent that he's looking through Kakashi's eyes and he has a Sharingan. If that makes any sense at all. So that's the best way to explain it. Because no, he doesn't have new eyes. He didn't unlock the Sharingan. He's not a new Uchiha. It's just Obito using them through Kakashi's body. Now, how he's able to use the perfect susano'o and use it so perfectly, again, Obito is possessing him. I'm sure Obito has seen enough of susano'o in his life to know how to master it. He's using it through Kakashi, so it's not Kakashi really using it. He's kind of just... Obito's just using Kakashi's body as a medium, and Kakashi's just doing the moves for Obito. It all sounds really confusing, and it is to some extent, but it's like, look, at the end of the day, it's fiction, okay? It's just an animated show. Just don't think that this is real. Don't think realistically like, oh, people can't come back from the dead, people can't possess other people's bodies, they can't do this, they can't do that. Look, and anything is possible in this show. Naruto's attack looks really awesome, by the way, when he's using all the Biju bombs from each different tailed beast, and it's like, yes, this is what I want to see. I want to see this action. No more flashbacks, finally. It explodes all over Kaguya. Kaguya is just blowing up, and it seemed like since that attack of Naruto's had different chakra from different tailed beasts, the tailed beast in Kaguya started to react to that and pull apart, and she started transforming into this weird monster. And it seemed like this is where things kind of like get really weird. It's like, okay, now she's a giant monster. Like, what the hell is going on right now? Like, this is the final villain. The final villain is some kind of bunny monster with like deformed faces coming off of the body. We see Kakashi Susano'o, and well, technically Obito Susano'o, and it's a light blue, but at the same time, I kind of didn't want it to resemble Madara's so much, because Madara's is blue, okay, and now this one's like a light blue or the same kind of blue, and it's like, couldn't it have been like silver or something? Being silver would have been really cool because of Kakashi's hair, you know, and everything had been awesome. I know some people who colored the manga pages, they made his Susanoo gold, which it's kind of overdoing it, you know, making it gold. It's like, it's not that amazing, but you know, silver would have been fine. So Obito and Kakashi working together with this Susanoo, he's able to use the Kamui powers in Shuriken that he throws, and it immediately on contact, it takes like the arms of Kaguya's weird monstrosity into the other dimension, the Kamui dimension. It's like, can this get any more OP? Like, Kakashi went literally from completely worthless, he couldn't do crap, to now he's like this freaking another god fighting Kaguya. And it's like, what is going on right now? I love it. I love that that's happening, but it's like kind of overdoing it a bit. I know that Obito being dead, he kind of has like ultimate chakra now, pretty much, from the other world. But, and he said it is limited. It's not like forever that Kakashi gets to do this, but at the same time, it's like, dang, this is really OP. So Kaguya turns from this rabbit monster into a giant ball. A giant black ball. And it's like, what is going on? Is she turning into a planet now? And then she turns into this planet and then back into her original form. So, I don't know if there was no point at all to what just happened, but it happened. So Naruto, Sasuke, and I guess Sakura and Kakashi actually come up with this amazing plan to take down Kaguya. And they do it so perfectly. The teamwork was amazing. The OST that played in the background was one of the best ones I've heard yet. I mean, it was like, you can tell this music is for the finale of the show. And I can't wait to hear these songs play in the Naruto versus Sasuke fight. But they take down Kaguya, and that's the end of the episode. You see Kaguya fly up, she's trying to escape Naruto and Sasuke, and Sakura just comes down and punches her in the face. Like, get back down there, and they are getting ready to seal her. So, I can't wait for next week. I can tell the animation is really boosting up next week. I'm just ready for the Naruto versus Sasuke fight, and I'm really, really excited for it. At the same time, I'm nervous because I know there always is the threat of flashbacks and filler. And it's so close to the end now, it's like you don't want to see any of that, but you know they'll try to milk the series as much as they can. But hopefully they don't ruin the fight like that. Hopefully they do it justice. And I'll see you next week's episode. Have a great one.